There was a great man. Say great man. There was a great man in the Bible. His name was Naaman. Say Naaman. Naaman was a great man. He was bad. He had soldiers under him. He was a rich man. He had it going on. He had good clothes on. But under his clothes, he was sick. The Bible says, but he was a leper. Listen, there's some people in this room. You look real good today. You got it going on. You drove up in a nice car. But on the inside, you hurt. There's some people in here right now with broken hearts. There's some people right now with sickness in their body. There's some people right now with broken marriages. There's some people in here right now with broken homes. But Naaman, he was the man, but he was sick. But he had a servant, and the servant said, I wish you would go down there and talk to the prophet. He'll heal you of that sickness. Sometimes you got to come down off that high horse and tell the truth. Tell the truth, I still hate my uncle for what he did to me. Tell the truth, I'm still mad with my mama for letting him do it.
That's right.
Tell the truth, I have not forgiven my first husband. Tell the truth, my first wife was a liar and I'll never forgive her. So what Naaman did, he went down and he went to see the prophet. And he was coming to the prophet's house, but the prophet didn't come out to see him. The prophet sent his servant out to see him. Come on, you're gonna be my servant. Go over there, this Naaman right here. Come on, stand up, Naaman. Don't he look good? You see that tie? You know he got it going on. Y'all see that? So he said to the servant, go tell Naaman, dip 7 times in the dirty river, and he'll be healed. Go tell him. Just look crazy, look mean, look mean. Hey. All right, y'all get him a hand, y'all get him a hand. Well, what happened was, Naaman, he was a great man. You know, sometimes when you looking down on people, you know what I'm saying? You looking down on folk that ain't did what you did. And Naaman said, what? I thought he was going to come out here and be like the man of God and lay hands on me in public and let everybody see that I'm clean now. See, sometimes God ain't going to do it how you want him to do it. You just want him to do it. Is anybody else like me? I just want to be healed. I don't care who you use. I don't care. See, he just wants you to scoop soup in the soup kitchen, but you want to give out turkeys on TV so everybody see. So Naaman contemplated, thought about not doing what God told him to do because it wasn't big enough for him to do it. See, it's the instructions that you follow from a man or woman of God that will bring you out of that situation you're in right now. And so his servant said, well, master, if he told you to do something great, wouldn't you do it? See, think about it. If everybody was going to know about it, you would do it. But since nobody don't know about it, you won't do it. So Naaman thought about it, and he said, well, wait a minute. Why he want me to dip in the dirty river? It's a whole bunch more clean rivers over on my side of town. If you get proud, you won't get healed. If you're not willing to admit that you was part of the problem in your marriage, it won't get fixed. If you're not willing to admit you got fired because you kept being late to work, not because they was mad with you. But Naaman decided, okay, I'll get down off my high horse. And he told him to dip 7 times. Say 7 times. They say, why 7 times? I don't know. It's the instruction of God. Completion, God's number of completion and perfection is 7. So Naaman went down to the river, and it was a dirty, nasty river, y'all. But he said, all right. And he dipped in the river. And he came up. Nothing had changed. I went down to that church, and I went to the altar. They told me if I gave my life to God, everything would be all right. I went home, and all hell broke loose. Nothing changed. Tell your neighbor, say, dip again. So he went down a second time, and he came back up. And nothing had changed. He came back up. They told me if I start paying my tithes and doing what I'm supposed to do, I'd have some money, and they laid me off. Tell your neighbor, dip again. He dipped a 3rd time and came back up, and his wife left him. I thought y'all told me that Jesus would make everything all right. He dipped again and came back up, and his mama had died. He had dipped 5 times service say, I would that you would dip again. The prophet say, dip 7 times. See, you got to completely follow the instructions of God. Incomplete obedience is disobedience. If you're not going to do it all the way, you might as well not do it at all. If you're going to be saved on Sunday and not on Monday, you might as well stay out there. Because God said, I would that you would be hot or cold. Don't be warm. Do me or do them. I'm tired of folks saying, I'm doing me right now. God said, do me or do you, but don't do it halfway. So he dipped it 6 times. And you know, if you did something 6 times and it ain't work, you ready to quit now. So he came up out of the dirty river no different. Tell your neighbor, dip again. He dipped it 7 times. And he came up muddy, but he came up clean. Listen. He came up out of that, and he didn't know when it happened, but unforgiveness had left his heart. He came up with mud, seaweed, and everything all over his head, but for some reason he didn't hate his mama no more. He came up out the water, and for some reason, when they x-rayed him again, the spot was gone. He came up out the water, and he saw a clean that he had never seen before. He came up muddy, but he came up clean. And I'm telling you today, if you will come and dip. I know, no, I'm not going to tell you that tomorrow, every day going to be Sunday and all of that, but I'm going to tell you, if you come back every time you mess up, if you come back every time you don't feel right, if you come back and dip all over again, Jesus will make all